This video from Map Resources will show you how you can change the colors of map features using Adobe Illustrator. In Illustrator, where you have artwork stored as distinct elements like objects and lines, these each have two attributes relating to color, fill and stroke. A fill is a color or pattern inside of an object. A stroke is the color of the outline of an object or the color applied to a line. Illustrator displays and edits colors from two locations. The fill and stroke boxes are visible at the bottom of the Tools palette or in the Color palette. The Color palette can be accessed from the Window menu or in the more recent versions of Illustrator from the Palette dock, where they can be expanded or collapsed from view. By clicking on an object, you will see we now have information about both the fill color and the stroke color of that object. The solid color box represents the fill color, and the hollow color box represents the stroke color. You can click either one to bring it to the foreground. You can then double-click the box to open the color picker. Edit the color value and click OK, and that color is applied. I'll undo that to revert the map and deselect. Here we have one of our maps of Idaho. Each county is a separate polygon with its own fill and stroke. While this specific map doesn't have features such as roads and rivers, those would be drawn as lines with strokes only. You can see there are 4 different color fills used for the counties, though they all have the same stroke applied. If we click on a county, again that information is displayed in the Tools and Color palettes. We can now edit these color values as previously described. This is useful in highlighting a particular area or as a way to reflect some data value. Illustrator can also edit color values for multiple elements at the same time. You can do this by having more than one element in your selection. There are a few ways to get multiple elements in your selection. When using the Direct Selection tool, you can click an object, and then by holding the Shift key and clicking another object, it's added to your selection. You can see the fill color box now displays a question mark, indicating there's more than one color used in our selected objects. The stroke color is the same on both, so it shows us that color. Back in the fill box, by double-clicking, picking a new color, that color is applied to both objects in our selection. I'll undo that to revert the map and deselect. You can also select multiple objects that share a similar attribute. If you select a county and then choose menu option Select, Same, Fill and Stroke, Illustrator then selects all objects in the map with the same attribute. You can then change them all simultaneously as described previously. I'll revert that and deselect. Another way to select multiple objects is to use the Layers palette. We organize our maps into layers by feature type. So there's a layer in this map called County Objects, which contains the shapes of each one. You can Option-click with the Mac or Alt-click with Windows on the name of the layer, and you will select the contents of that layer. This way, you can edit all of these elements at the same time. We've covered some basic steps here in selecting and recoloring map features to change your map's appearance. Thank you for watching this video from Map Resources.